Hey there, Minecrafters. Generic B with another Minecraft video. This is a video response to roboticaust and Doc M. Both of these guys have been working hard on some spider spawning technology. So have I. I've been putting way too many hours into it. I hate spiders. Now I do. Before I wasn't a fan. Now I hate them. But this is going to be kind of unstructured. I just want to show you all the stuff I've been doing. There's one spawner, two spawner, three spawner. Just want to show you what I've been doing, what works, what doesn't work, and hopefully that helps roboticaust and Doc M and anybody else out that is working on this stuff. So, alright, let me show you. I'm getting to fly mode. So I had this spawner in my last video, but I changed it up a bit. First thing I did was I double stacked it. I also removed the little half slabs that were down here. This is now a spider only spawner because I wanted to see what it was capable of. Still got all the signs and still got all this stuff. I made this whole wall glass so we can really see what's going down. Let me kill these guys and then back up here. And we'll let them get a little bit of some spawny action going on. Tell you what, I like to go around them. Okay. Alright, they're starting to spawn. Let me hop on back here. So, as you can see, oh yeah, tons of them. Look at that business. They walk around and they do a pretty darn good job of walking across the gap, thinking that those signs are solid, and dropping down to the bottom. As you can see, the large majority of them have already fallen down and the stragglers are coming. One thing I've found is there's always going to be some that take forever to drop down. And this definitely isn't foolproof. I've seen spiders walk across, get to that gap, and I've seen them go back. I've seen them cross right over and go on the other one. They're just evil little buggers. But in just that little bit of time, look at all the crazy amount of spiders that are down here. So at least we know spider technology works. So that's what I learned from that, is that it works. Now over here, if you remember in my other videos, I had this wild bunch of piston technology going on. Here, let me take off my F3 for a minute and stop flying. I had quite a few recommendations on how to change this, and so I made a little sample here, a little sample spawner. So this will do just spiders, just tall, both, or none, depending on how you flip these two. And so maybe hello jello. None of that's working. Oh, hey, that's cool. I think I know why. If that redstone torch was missing, oh, I know why. But hey, that's cool. I have to show this anyway. I'm gonna dig this out. Cheaty. I noticed when I was doing this, there was, oh no, that should work perfect. I don't know what's going on. Stick a torch there on each one of these. If you want to know how to make it, oh, okay, this might help. This must be some kind of world edit fluke, that there's no actual, oh, that's so jacked up. I wonder how that happened. That is so weird. Weird. Yeah, so 3 out of the 4. Okay. So let's Let's try this out now. That's so bizarre, man. And then something's up with that one. I don't know, who cares? Forget it. Oh, I think it's pointing. Yeah, it's pointing down. Forget it. I don't care. Oh, this is a train wreck of a video. Anywho, pretend that's working. Yeah. This would be your everything with those little half slabs up. That's tall mobs only. With those guys down, it is nothing. And with the half slabs down, that's spider only. It works great. I'll show it over there if it works. God, I hope it works. Yeah. There's a guy called the Crafting Bench. I will link his channel. He's a really smart guy. He was working on something where one of these pistons is replaced with a water source with a little gate on it, which would flood this and flush out mobs. I'm not completely convinced it's a good solution, but I will link it anyway so you guys can check it and play around with it. Smart kid. Anywho, so here's the big honking thing. Let me walk in here really quick to show you what's what. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I heard noise, so that's good. Always a good sign when you hear noise. Ooh, creeper. Hold on. Probably okay. So this is just a one level. I haven't double stacked this as possible. I made these channels 4 deep because what I initially found out when I made them 3 deep, if you recall, spiders from my test would crawl up if it was a 2 deep hole but not a 3 deep hole. But if it was 3 deep and then I had water right there, that made it 2, and they would crawl out. So I made the whole thing 4 blocks deep. But let me show you what it does, because it don't do what I want it to. Alright, here we go. So let me just check. I want this down, and that's off. So that is spider mode. Oh, I'm in easy already. Just kill everything, and for the most part, let me fly around here, give it another little bit of what, 4. And the problem I saw was, and you're not going to be able to see it very well on this one, there's a ton of issues that when they hit that water, man, forget about it. They're climbing up the walls and back. It doesn't matter how tall this thing is. As soon as they hit water, they go into full-on freak-out mode. And they're like, I want no part of this, sir. And they climb right out. So I could sit there and wait and wait. I put a little sizzler, ethos sizzler on here. Here comes one that's gonna get burnt. But this doesn't. It works great for spawning, and they fall in fine, but getting them to that central mob evader, it's a terrible setup. So then I got frustrated and I said, you know what, screw it. I'm gonna make something completely different. And again, I know this is pretty dark. I'm gonna try to brighten this up in the in my post editing. But what I've done here is kind of a combo. I've got I've got a double layer going on. So there's a layer, and down there's a layer. I've got some cactus lining the bottom so they don't try to climb back up. As you can see, it seems to be doing pretty well. They jump down, and the whole bottom is a giant. Let me make time. The whole bottom is one giant stream that sends them over to a central mob evader. And it is definitely doing better. They still get clogged up a little bit down here, but there's not as much stuff for them to grab onto, so they're forced to kind of go in the center and go on up. So it's a much better solution. Is it perfect? By all means, no way. but it's better than the standard channel system. So let me go to peaceful, done, back to game, drop it down. Alright, so I got a little door here. And again, I apologize that it's going to be crazy, crazy dark in here. But, doing a little flying. So I've got my 6x6s. This is the top level of spawners with signs all around. I tried to cheat by doing just a just one row of signs. It seemed to work okay, but there was a whole lot of spiders going like, "Oh, you're not tricking me," and they go back on. So I went ahead and put signs on everything. Here's the bottom level. I just put a ring of cacti around the entire bottom, figuring that if they got down and they tried to climb up this way, the cactus would give them what for. Oh, one thing you might notice is this is not your standard 30 by 30. Instead of 4 by 4 of spawn pads, this is actually a 2 by 4. And the reason for that is the streams underneath and down at the bottom. So I've got water source blocks going all the way here on the edge, and same thing on the bottom edge, or on the far edge over there. So it's all water pushing them in. Oh, damn it. Come on, get me out of here. It is all, hello? It's all water pushing them. There's nothing for the spiders to cling on to. They can jump around, but it's not going to do them any good. But you see, we just went down a bump because after 8 blocks, I dug it down. So I tried to reduce the number of signs. Not that it matters because I'm using a million signs up there. And then finally they go down into this channel where they get chunked into your standard mob evader, which then goes up to the sizzler. Little bit of some, you know, special stuff going on in there, but all in all, that's it. What I've learned from this one is the spiders will still, no matter what you do, they're still gonna, if they want to stay up there, they're gonna stay up there on the spawning pads. They eventually fall down, but some of them just take forever. I still see them jumping across from pad to pad on occasion, but really this eliminated the problem of them once they get down to this, you know, ground level. It eliminates their kind of jumping around and freaking out. They just kind of go towards the center. The center does get clogged a little bit, but then they eventually make their way back up. Alright, like I said, it's a pretty unstructured video. I apologize for that. My brain is fried. I hate spiders. Did I mention I hate spiders? I hate spiders. A bunch. Alright, leave your comments and any tips or tricks or things you think I can do to improve it in the comments below. Alright, see you guys later. Peace!